Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hello everyone. Here you will watch me to tell the digital era. Now you have entered the digital era where all activity can be done in more sophisticated way. In general, the digital era is period the has experienced developments in all aspects of life. Today come to the digital understanding the digital era. If you discuss the problem of understanding the digital era, you may be confused because it has nothing to do with science. It can even be said that there is no understanding of the digital era according to experts, because the flow of development just goes according to the demands of the time. In general, the digital era is a condition of life or an era where all activities that support life have been made easier by the presence of technology. It can also be said that the digital era is here to replace some past technologies to make them more practical and modern, along with the increasing number of new technology introduced to the public. Some of the past technologies will automatically be abandoned. So there is a technological development in the digital era that continues to run, where's the progress communication. The field of communication is experiencing the most rapid development when it comes to digitalization. The task to be able to connect with other people from different places had to use a cell phone by relying on communication between SIM cards. Then the development of communication in the digital era began to occur with the presence communication. The field of communication is experiencing the most rapid development when it comes to digitalization. In the past, to be able to connect with other people from different places, you had to use the telephone by relying on communication between SIM cards. Then the development of communication in the digital era began to occur with the presence of smartphones then that have very sophisticated feature of the most important part in the function of the internet, which has become much more optimal and is used for communication to connect with other people. In fact, it can also communicate via video calls, which in the era of ordinary telephones could not be done at all. Applications for business. Another development that is starting to become massive is the use of application for business. Digital technology makes it easier for companies to reach consumers. In the context to the past, it was very difficult to introduce their products to consumer. The impact is for entrepreneurs who are not ready for the digital era. They will automatically start to be out of that. Like it or not, everyone has to switch to digital technology. The technology finance, the development of the financial sector has also been seen in recent years, when the number of digital balance providers has increased. This development is still related to application-based business, because fintechs also relies heavily on application to provide service to its user, can make transaction using only a smartphone without having to leave them house. E-commerce, another development that greatly boosts the economy is the presence of commerce. This is a service provider of product or good online through an application or website digitally. You no longer need to go the mall to buy goods because now you can buy directly via smartphone. In fact, it also helps the sellers to enhance their purchases. When you understanding that the digital era is you are also guided to educate children well because a lot of negative things can happen. Here's how to teach him. Number one, giving limits to be able to educate children well in this digital era. Give a maximum limit on the use of smartphones. Each parent has different rules and usually for 2 hours a day. But it is for learning. You can watch it so you don't use it wrong. Number two, accompany. The digital era makes it easier for you to access everything, including prohibition content. Children also have the opportunity to access if you are not diligent in providing assistance. It is even recommended to always accompany the child when playing a smartphone. This method will also encourage your closeness with the child. Number three, direct communication. Educate children to also be open to all things, including when using a smartphone. You should also always provide comfort to your child so that they are willing to speak honestly and openly without fear. This makes surveillance in the digital era even better. You can also convey things that are not good and violate morals to children so they can take care of themselves. Digital era makes it easier for consumers to get information from products automatically. They also want quickly product by comparing them via the internet. Therefore, you must be able to provide quality product to consumer. Number two, easy order and payment. The digital era makes consumer wants easy way for ordering and paying because they also want an efficient and less time consuming way to purchase product. Three, don't match to miss trends. Then consumers' subsequent behavior will continue to follow the current there. This behavior will make it easier you can to find what consumers want. The digital era is in condition of the era that can no longer be. This continue because constantly itself also demands something more sophisticated. Although there are some representations representations behind it, seizing opportunities in the digital era. It is undeniable that the development of many digital era has proven to be able to open up many opportunities for development. Many new types of professions emergent along with the increasing needs as a millennials generation field of work can also enjoy the various digital convenience offered. For example, by creating a website for sales, you can detect a clip hosting service from keywords.com. Initial component that way. I hope it's useful. Bless the open and Allah mercy and blessing. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.